Beyond the plaza lie 500,000 acres of Wisconsin glacial moraine, a fitting site for the Wisconsin Vietnam Veterans Tribute. It is entitled Fragments, and you will notice that not one of the figures is complete. However, they all flow into one, and much like in war, are dependent upon each other and strengthen each other. It is set inside of a typical Native American burial mound, which reminds us not to bury the service and sacrifice of our veterans. This is the first veterans tribute in the U.S. to include a woman in the statuary. She is wearing a helmet to show that she's at risk. She bears the weight of the names of all the Wisconsin service personnel who gave their lives in Vietnam. The requirements for the design requested that the names of all Wisconsin casualties be present and not resemble a tombstone. The names are etched on the bronze bundles, which are interspersed with wind chimes. They were never meant to be read, but to be voiced in sound so that the thoughts and prayers left here go out into the hillsides and beyond. If you were to count the names in the bundles, you would find 1,214, and then add 30 for the missing in action, and find 1,244 service personnel from Wisconsin who gave their lives in Vietnam. The rifle in the background is turned upside down. It's a sign that a medevac is needed, a sign that it is not being used as a weapon. Woodland American Indian symbols are etched on the rifle. Also, embedded in the rifle is a piece of orange-stained glass to remind us about Agent Orange and the other toxic chemicals used in Vietnam. As a result of their exposure, many veterans have lost their lives, and their children continue to suffer with birth defects. Two of the most significant things about the Wisconsin Vietnam Veterans Memorial Tribute, also known as the Highground, cannot be seen. First, the original plan called only for the Vietnam tribute, the dove, and the gold star. The board quickly realized that every veteran, regardless of the conflict, had similar experiences. The concept of the high ground expanded to include honoring all veterans of the 20th and 21st centuries, and the charter was appended in 2004. Second, the statuary Fragments is the only tribute that is not signed by the designer. Bob Kaniusik refused to sign the statuary. During the dedication of the tribute in 1988, he said, "I could not sign it. It was signed by the men and women whose names are embedded on the bundles in the back, by their families, by all the people during all those terrible years of the Vietnam War in the U.S. It was signed by the cost of things. It was signed by all of us." This philosophy, that it was signed by all of us, became the guiding principle for the high ground. It was signed by all of us, and it belongs to all of us.